5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What?
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and make you want me.
I'm just gonna let y'all have that moment. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't know where we was going.
I be Nina Simone defecating on your microphone. Hey, okay. What's up, y'all? I'm Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
I'm Nikki Blades.
Welcome back to the No Chaser podcast. Can we talk about that really quick? Because I love Lauryn Hill.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's one of the best female MCs lyrically, that had been out, right? And some people will say that the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill wasn't a hip-hop album. They say it's more R&B, but I say it's definitely like a hip-hop album because she raps a lot on it.
Yeah.
I would say it's mixed. Mixed genre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so, but there's that line in the Fugees, in that song, where she says, I'll be Nina Simone defecating on your microphone. So, for the longest time, I would Google, did Nina Simone poop on someone?
Oh my God.
Did Nina Simone poop on someone's microphone?
Yeah.
Or is that a separate line? Or she'd be like, or is the Nina Simone part a continuation and it's a period and she says, and then she just says, defecating on your microphone.
Okay, and what is it?
Have you come to?
I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like it was almost an insider, not a joke, but just like her studying some Nina Simone, like, yo, she was shitting on these niggas out here. And it just made that her thing.
Yeah.
And then it rhymed and she went with it because it does not make sense.
No.
Yeah, you know what?
But it stands out.
It stands out.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people, and also because like I feel like 90s flow in terms of bars is a lot of like, it's almost like a stream of consciousness type shit. Not everything connects to the last thing. You know, it's just kind of like, I'm rhyming. And so that is what made me think, okay, maybe she's just rhyming, right?
Yeah.
But then I was like, it's just so jarring.
Yeah. It's like,
You know what I'm saying?
And why'd you pick defecating?
Yeah.
That's what takes it there. Because if she was just like, yeah, I'm shitting on y'all, it's like, oh, okay, I'm shitting on them, right? But it's like, I'm defecating on your microphone.
Very interesting.
Can the people behind Nina Simone's estate clarify if she has ever defecated on anyone's microphones?
In her later years, she accidentally.
Yeah, she just had trouble controlling things. I don't know, man. Speaking of having trouble controlling things, Veyda just turned 1 year old.
Yeah, she can't control that dog.
Yeah.
She's gonna keep growing.
Nah, she be defecating.
No microphones though.
Yeah, no microphones, not yet. And it's pretty cool. It's crazy. It's a trip.
Okay.
You know, the fact that she is already a whole ass year old.
Yeah. I swear Chia was just pregnant.
I know. It feels that way. Wow, Nikki Blades.
Whoa.
Wow.
Rick.
Wow.
I didn't know you was a hater like that.
Jeez, way to take that there.
She had just started liking you too. Damn.
Hey, see, that's why I don't get invited to shit. Right? Look. It's like I can't go nowhere with y'all. Ain't nobody like me.
Now, we initially were gonna have a whole thing, maybe like having some people over, do like come through with Veyda's first birthday, and then time kind of got away from us, and then we was like, she ain't gonna remember this shit anyways. Who cares, But
she didn't like her cake.
She did not like her cake. We got her a cake specifically for the cake smash. I didn't even know cake smashing was a thing until I had the baby, right? And so we like put the cake in front of her, and I was like, "Go crazy, girl, go crazy!" And she poked it and said, was not feeling it.
So funny.
But I feel like it's fucked up because you tell her not to make a mess all the time, and then finally put some cake in front of her, and if she was listening, and
you do the opposite.
I'm not.
You do the opposite of most people. Most people use the first birthday as an excuse to just have a big ass party.
Yeah.
You're like, no, she's not gonna remember it.
Yeah, and plus because we already we definitely weren't trying to have a big ass party because we're still very like everybody just stay away. You know what I'm saying? And even as the world begins to open up again, we were like. We were, I mean, I was in it. I was like looking up Airbnbs to have the shit at so they wouldn't be at my house. And we were trying to figure it out because her parents are in town too. It's like, it'd be a good time to have people over, do a little thing. And then it it was the next week, and then it was the next week, and it was like, damn, her birthday's tomorrow. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Welcome to your life, Veyda.
Yeah.
To your life.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. Your last minute celebrations.
Better start
Dad,
planning
did
your
you
own
sign-
birthdays.
Did you sign my what is it? Permission slip? It was like, I knew I forgot something.
Nah, she's gonna scam you. I asked you 2 weeks ago. Just sign it. It's gonna be some shit to go to like Coachella as a minor, or it's gonna be some random concert. I'm like, what?
Uh-huh.
And this episode will air a few days before my birthday.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, that's happy birthday.
It's our season.
Pisces season.
Let's get it. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And I tell you what, I'm very excited to not do anything.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you didn't plan anything for your daughter's first birthday, you better not be planning something for yourself.
Like, yeah, so I already booked the spot, y'all. Everybody come through.
I booked the closet that we're going to shove Veyda in for the night. You know what I'm saying?
I booked the babysitters. You know.
I'm actually going to be in Jersey for a few days. So if y'all got Jersey recommendations for restaurants, let me know, because I'm going to be just shooting some stuff in Jersey, but I have no idea what to eat in Jersey. Like, I know New York has fire food,
Right.
but I don't know what the fuck to eat in Jersey.
Jersey.
I think one time there was some city that David was at. It was either I don't think it was Jersey, but it was somewhere on the East Coast where he Googled what is the best food to eat out here, and the Google result said there is no good food out here.
Wow.
Or it said like, this city is not known for good food.
Go to the next city.
Yeah. Why are you eating here? What the fuck are you doing?
That is the thing about the East Coast. Everything is pretty close. You could literally go to another state if you wanted to.
Yeah. Facts. I could go to New York and it would take me like the same amount of time to get to another part of Jersey, probably. I could be in New York. So, I mean, East Coast. What's good? Nikki Blades, you got anything planned for your birthday shenanigans?
I'm going to be doing a brunch with Blades on the 6th in San Francisco. So that's
my birthday.
Yeah. Well, you'll be in Jersey and I'll be in San Francisco. There's going to be a bunch of food trucks. Anthony Presents is going to be throwing it with Sundays. So
Only Clive.
yeah. So he hit me up and he's like, what do you want to do for your birthday? And I was like, I'm definitely not hosting no club events. I was like, no matter what happens this year, I'm not hosting a club event. So he decided to do a brunch, and it's pretty cool because we're going to be, it's like an all ages thing. So there's going to be areas for, the adults. There's going to be drinking, of course, but I specifically did that because my nieces, I always want to bring my nieces everywhere. So we're going to do that. There's going to be a bunch of food trucks, but then part of the proceeds are going to be donated to like the City Eats. They feed the homeless out in San Francisco. Dope. So I'm trying to figure out a way to do something to give back, still have fun, but then get everybody, able to go. That's dope. Because we're still all feeling a type of way about being in closed spaces. So where we're having it, it's all outdoors. So I'm excited.
Why are you not trying to host a club event?
You get to a certain point where you gotta look around and look at the things that you have done for the last 7 years.
Some people do not get to that point.
I just was like, okay, if it was popping and we had already been out and things, maybe, but this is like the fresh start of us all getting to go outside. I was like, I'm not ready. And let alone, I've been hosting events in the Bay for a long time. And unless it was like really cracking, I got work in the morning.
Bruh.
I got a job.
I used to love hosting quote unquote club events used to be my favorite bag to get because it was like you would never actually have to host shit. I mean, for me, it was like put my face on the flyer, maybe say what's up to the crowd, pop a bottle, whatever, and then now it's like, and I get back for that, right? I used to hate when motherfuckers would be like, can you perform at the club? I hated that because I have to tell them like, bro, let me tell you something. Even when I'm at the club and someone that I enjoys.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm grinding on somebody, I'm having a good time. They cut the music so someone can perform. I'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
And
Get
for
outta
me,
here.
You're like, I don't even want to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Half of these motherfuckers definitely don't know who I am. They're gonna be staring at me like, bruh, can I get back to grinding on this girl already?
So like, you don't even know your own words.
I don't.
Exactly.
How am I supposed to sing along with you?
Man, a lot of these guys, when they perform at the club, They don't even be rapping. They put their song on.
No.
Do you remember when we got bamboozled?
By
Chris Brown.
Oh, of course.
Oh my
Of
God.
course.
Nikki Blades, let me
What
tell you.
happened?
Let me tell you. Now, this is before we really learned how that shit worked too, okay? Me and Rick were hype. It's a flyer. Chris Brown live at the club. $5 entry. We was like, what is this steal of a deal?
Yeah. Now, to be very clear, it wasn't like we were super Chris Brown fans. We just know girls were.
Yeah.
So if he's there, it's gonna be girls.
And if it's only $5,
$5, exactly.
Yes, but come to find out, it was lipstick on a pig.
On a pig.
Because we got to the club. We're there. Everyone's hyped for Chris Brown. So finally, I want to say it was like 11 o'clock, right? Chris Brown. Chris Brown comes out. He's on stage. Because the flyer said, Chris Brown live on stage.
Yeah.
He comes out with his entourage. He's on the stage, says what's up, sits down on stage, and that was it.
Nigga did not perform. And it's like, that would have been a performance that I'll stop clubbing to watch this.
Yeah.
That motherfucker can't perform.
Every time there's been a performer at a venue that I was showing up at, I was normally really drunk by the time they got on stage because you're just waiting the whole
They be
time
late
and you're
as
like,
fuck,
okay. And then you're like, it's 1:45.
Yeah.
Is he ever coming? And we've just learned that if they're on the flyer, you're like, they're probably not going to perform.
Yeah.
But you do get shocked when
On
they
the
do.
bright side, though, Rihanna came
Which
too.
was fucking cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
So
okay.
got to see her.
Umbrella came on, she
Yeah.
walked out, and that was it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she didn't do
The best
anything either.
$5 y'all
Yeah.
ever spent.
I mean,
And I got to see my first pair of homosexual, seemingly gang members.
oh,
Could have been, yeah. Because the club was usually a gay club.
was that what it was?
But then they would do like a night a week where they would rent it out to different people who want to throw parties. Remember that one? It was that one big ass club
with the circles.
with the
oh,
circles
is that
and
what it
shit, yeah.
was? Okay.
So I didn't know this at the time, right? Later we pieced everything together, but we were waiting in the line, and pretty close to me was like a gate by the parking lot. Two dudes seeming to be like cholos, bald head, Dallas Cowboy jerseys, right? But both of them had on the exact same outfit. But I was like, hey, hood uniform. Fuck it.
Yeah.
One is peeing on the gate.
Got it.
Very close. So I'm like, man, what the fuck? I just keep kind of like looking back, like, this nigga's really pissing right here. The other one's just waiting for him. I was like, that's also weird.
To be waiting that in close proximity?
Yeah, like, he could have walked off to pee by himself,
Yeah.
but maybe they on high alert. Maybe there's some shit going on
Watch
that
my
we don't
back.
know about. Yeah.
Mhm.
So he finishes peeing, turns around, they grab each other's hand,
Uh-huh.
and they walk off. I was like, oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Wait. And then I started piecing everything together. Like, oh, those are rainbow circles.
Yeah, so that
Oh,
club, I
oh,
think
yeah.
it was the really only main, do believe it was 18 and over.
Okay.
think so.
Because it was like the known, like, if you're not at the clubs, it was like, that was the gay club, right?
Mhm.
And
On Thursdays, it
Was-
was just,
Everybody.
so what's funny about that shit is, so I used to talk to this girl from the Bay Area, and she was like, and whenever she was out here, we would kick it, right? And she was like, you know what I want to do? I really want to like, because she was bi, but she hadn't really expressed that part of her life yet. And she was like, I really just want to make out with a pretty girl. Like, can you take me somewhere where I can meet a girl and make out with a girl? And I was like, well, I do know of this gay club. If you want to roll, like, yeah, I'll take you, right?
Mhm.
So the whole goal of that night was to meet like a pretty girl for her to like make out with, all right? But so I'm with her though, you know what I'm saying? And so
he met a pretty boy.
I was gonna say,
so I'm with her at the club. But we weren't like officially together. It wasn't even anything too serious, you know what I'm saying? So we're there.
must
and
not be since she's with you asking. I just want to make out with
Yeah.
someone other than you.
we're just having a good time. So I'm like trying to like basically wingman her, right? But then we had this understanding because every time she would see a dude looking at me like he was about to come holler,
Right.
or a dude would kind of get close to me,
Looking real cute.
she would like grab me and kiss me and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So everybody knew what it was. But so I'm at this club. I went to the bathroom. I'm walking out of the bathroom. I run into a bunch of like,
Now I remember.
yes, okay, dudes that like a handful of like people that were a few years younger than me, because I do believe I might have been 20, probably 20, all right? And so some 18-year-olds came up to me, but they were kids from my youth group that I used to go to.
Oh.
When I was the older kid in the youth group, and they were like, Tim, you're not supposed to be here. What are you doing here? I kind of told them the whole situation, but they felt like caught. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Then you walked away, they felt like they caught you. Like,
Yeah,
Right.
he lying.
I got a story.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I just showed up here
Sure.
with this girl because she wanted to go make out with other girls.
Like, I would not believe that shit.
Right to this day, they're like, you know who's undercover?
You know what I really don't like anymore?
What?
Going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It's not the same and it's not fun.
Like Marlene at Stater Brothers?
Oh man, she was so annoying.
Dude.
Yeah, but you don't have to deal with the Marlenes of the world anymore because there's HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store because don't nobody like that. And count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just for fatties like me. HelloFresh has fit and wholesome recipes as well. Satisfying and nutritious meals that you can feel good about with 6 recipes per week to choose from, including low-calorie and carb-conscious options.
Wow.
I never choose those, but I've heard good things.
But you love the fact that there's an option
It's
for
there.
it.
And HelloFresh just obviously cuts back on time spent in the kitchen with the meals ready in around 30 minutes or less. Plus, they got quick, easy meals, including 20-minute recipes and low prep, easy clean options. They provide an even faster route to putting the food on the table and in your mouth.
I like that.
Amazing.
Can't beat that. So, go to HelloFresh.com/NoChaser16 and use code NoChaser16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts.
That's a lot of food.
Wow.
Yeah. So again, HelloFresh.com/NoChaser16 and use the code NoChaser16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts.
Wow.
You can't beat that.
With a baseball bat.
That's why HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit.
You know, it's funny. There are all these gimmicks that promise a great night's sleep. I don't care what kind of toppers there are or how heavy a blanket may be. It's lipstick on a pig.
And we don't like that.
No, we do not. If you're sleeping on a terrible mattress, your sleep will be terrible. I mean, it
Period.
makes sense. It's that simple. That's why I recommend sleeping on a purple mattress. Because let me tell y'all, purple is the only mattress that has the Gel Flex Grid, okay? It's a super stretchy, ultra squishy material that adapts and flexes around pressure points and doesn't retain heat. The Gel Flex Grid is amazingly supportive for your back and legs while cushioning your shoulders, neck, and hips no matter how you sleep, okay? Now, not gonna lie, even the purple pillow.
Oh.
It's great. You know
I
what I'm
love
saying?
those.
Just like the mattresses, it's not too soft, not too firm. I can't have the shit be too soft because then like my neck hurts. I can't have it too firm because I need a little bit of cushion.
And I hate when you ever get the face sweat, like on some pillows, your face gets super hot with the purple. That never happens.
And that's why you should try your purple mattress risk-free with free shipping and returns. And oh, guess what? Financing is available too. Okay, I got a special treat for y'all. Getting a great night's sleep starts with having a great mattress, and that's why you need to get a purple mattress. Okay, go to purple.com/NoChaserGang10 and use code NoChaserGang10 for a limited time. You can get 10% off any order of $200 or more. That's purple.com/NoChaserGang10 with code NoChaserGang10 for 10% off any order of $200 or more. One more time, purple.com/NoChaserGang10. Promo code NoChaserGang10. Terms apply.
But the one part of that story that's kind of funny is that girls make out with girls at all clubs.
This is facts.
You don't have to go to a gay club to make out with a girl. All the girls make out with each other.
I think as a 19, 18-year-old, however old I was, it was just kind of like, She wants to make out with a girl. I know. Let's take her to the gay club.
Oh, you want to do gay things? Let's go.
Anytime I made out with a girl was definitely not at the gay club. I feel overwhelmed when I go to some of those clubs.
bet.
I feel like the women, the last time, it wasn't even a gay club. It was this event, and there's just, just a lot of people there. And I went to the restroom, and as I was coming out of the restroom, I got like attacked by 4 different types of lesbians, like the wide range. Because you have lipstick, you have studs, just I opened the door and they were like this, just looking at me, just
like, choose your fighter. Type.
Right. And I just was like, oh my God, I just really want to wash my hands. Hi, everybody's so nice, and they're so like they compliment you a lot. And mind you, they're like even the most stud one, I still was taller than. So I'm like, this power dynamic that's happening in this restroom right now is a bit overwhelming. Can I please? I'm here with a man. I just want to, tonight, I want to go that way.
Hilarious.
Yeah, but I've never made out with a girl who actually came out as bi or gay. Most of the time, they're just like, you're pretty. I'm like, you're pretty.
Kissing.
Yeah, in public.
Right.
I went out for Super Bowl. And one of the girls that was there, I didn't even know I made out with her. She says, do you remember the first time we met? And I'm going, oh, wow. She's like, yeah, it's about like 8 years ago. I was like, oh, shit. Those years were real blurry. Real blurry.
Girls get so mad if you don't remember the first time you met.
She was telling me the story. I was like, oh, yeah. That was me. She's like, yeah. And it was after the club and you just got done working and you were just so sensual. I was like, I was drunk, my friend.
Ma'am, could you shut up? I do not want to remember.
And she's just telling me, she's like, yeah. And we kissed and it was great. And I'm just like, I have no idea what your name is.
Wow.
I didn't even know.
I've been chasing that high ever since. And I finally found you again.
And I'm like,
she gets down on one knee.
and I'm just like, that was a really blurry phase of my life. I am so sorry.
I literally was just like I replied to one of the Wild 'N Out girls' story the other day about something that she posted, and then I was like, haha, yeah, nah, but like blah blah blah, and then it got to like how I'm not on anymore, and I was like, yeah, nah, but like good thing I was on so we could at least meet, right? And like that's like I'm glad we met, we can be friends. And then she was like, Tim, really? And I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, you really think we met on Wild 'N Out? And I was like, did we not? And she sent me a picture that was on her feed though from fucking like 8 years ago, dog, where we were on some photo shoot and it was a random Lux photo shoot that Lux brought me on where she was taking pictures of food and shit like that with some other models. And I was like, and then I saw the picture of us together. And of course, then I remembered everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that was so long ago. That was literally just a day. Like, we barely even talked. And she was like, nah, man, whatever. I was like, oh, my God.
Like, look, I was cool. That's why you remember me. You were not cool.
I think that's the thought process. Oh, I'm not memorable.
Yeah, but yes. I don't get why people get so offended by that. Right. Like, how do you not understand when you're not? I know when I wasn't memorable in a situation. There's people who I could have spent hours with in the same room that I know if they see me again in 3 weeks, they're not going to remember me. And if I see them again in 3 weeks, I act accordingly.
Yeah.
And it's context too, right? Because if I'm one of the only guys there for a shoot with a whole bunch of models,
right,
I'm not gonna remember all the models.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all y'all look the same on purpose.
On purpose. That was designed for the shoot.
Like I recently I did some shit with MeUndies at this like celebrity football game they did, and they had me do a quick thing with Anthony Anderson, and I know he's not gonna ever remember who I am, right? Unless I'm like on set with him one day, I'm like, hey, dog, you wanna know something funny? And I show him the fucking reel, you know? But in that situation, why would he remember me, you know?
Yeah.
I always find it shocking when someone remembers me when I think that they wouldn't remember me. I'm like, you remember me? I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But I am terrible with names.
Yeah, same.
Oh.
And I could remember someone, and that's the worst part. It's like, I know But whoever I'm with, I'm normally like, yo, so I know this person, but I don't remember their name. I'm gonna need you to introduce yourself. And what are you looking at over
It's
there?
a helicopter.
Oh, okay. You and the helicopters behind.
They get me, man. they grab my eye.
But every time I'm out, like the perfect friend, if you are out with someone and you don't know, and you don't know them, do you introduce yourself? Because I guarantee you, the person next to you probably doesn't remember them either, or remember their name. I always tell the friend, I got one, my girl Jen, she's so perfect at it because she can see the look in my face. She's like, you don't know their name, do you? I was like, no clue.
Dude, girls do not introduce themselves.
Fucking rude.
It's so annoying because same with him. I know when he does not remember people, but I don't be remembering names either.
Yeah.
So I'll try to get it out of them in some way. I'll introduce myself, and let's say it's somebody who thinks she knows Tim. And I know he don't know who the fuck she is. I remember seeing her around, but I see his face. He don't know.
Right.
She don't know me, though. She don't remember me. So I introduce myself. And she's like, nice to meet you.
That's
Doesn't say, yeah.
Sorry, dog.
Yeah, I will always be
you.
like, when I don't remember, and I have a homie around, most of the time it's Rick, I'll always be like, I'll skip saying their name, like, it's my boy Rick.
Yeah.
And then I wait, and a lot of the time, they don't.
I was like, man, you suck, stupid ass girl.
I read something that was talking about if you want people to remember your name, because mind you, if you don't remember someone's name, it's highly likely that they're not going to remember yours either. They always say first and last name. That's how you get someone to remember you and also to come off like you're important.
Yeah.
If you want to walk into a room and you want people to be like, oh, that's so-and-so, you always say first and last name.
That's also how you get background checked.
If you or
These
whatever
girls crazy
names you try.
I like to do a little rhyme. That's why, you know me, I always say, what's up, Tim with the tilted brim? How you doing? Nice to meet
That's
you.
what you say.
No, I never say that. I've never said that my whole life.
20-inch rims.
You
Chick with the tilted brim on
you
20-inch
should do
rims.
Tim the guy that likes Slim Jims. How you doing?
That would probably that right there. If you did that to a girl, she'd be like, "Oh my god, that's so cute."
That's the kind of girl I would not want to know.
Tim would be like,
You know what is a hack
Yeah.
that I do that always fucking works, and I kind of had to do it because, like I said, yes, I'm terrible with names and faces. Actually,
"Wow."
Yeah. Unless you can show me where we like pinpoint the exact moment, a lot of times I'll forget, right? So what I'll do is if anyone gives me the slightest glimmer or anything of something that makes me feel like they might have met me before, I don't even wait for that anymore. I just do it all the time now. I'll shake the hands and I'll go, have we met before?
Yeah.
Just in case. Because if it's a yes, then it's a, oh my God, I can't believe you remember. And if it's a no, then it's, oh shit, all right, well, you look familiar.
Yeah.
And it's always a win. You know what I'm saying? So if you have trouble remembering people because they just are, just because, there you go. Have we met before?
I used to do, how do you spell your name again?
Oh yeah.
Until motherfuckers was like, J-I-M. Like,
I thought it was a G.
Oh,
yeah, you know,
Gimp,
like-
you G.
With the tilted brim.
There you
Exactly.
I used to try the middle name, but people don't like sharing their middle name. Or like, what's your full name? Like, what's your full name? Not like, what's your, not your
None
handle.
of your damn
Or what's your,
motherfuckers.
the best now, because remember you used to just ask for a phone number
Yeah.
and you hand over the phone and you pray that, I hate when they don't save their number and they just call themselves and now you have a number with no name and you're like,
oh, I know.
this does nothing.
The worst.
Like
The worst.
I've had to, like, you know, so every once in a while, I like to used to go through my texts and like delete and clean it out and see who the fuck I'm talking to, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
sometimes it would be those where they would just text their name. Or no. They would just text like,
Hey,
hey,
Yeah.
hey, Tim, whatever. And I'm like, fuck. And I'd be like, so we have a text from 3 months ago. Who are you?
oh, and then those are the people that get the most
Oh,
offended.
bruh.
There's, oh, you don't know who this is? Nah, if I knew who this was, I wouldn't be asking you,
Yeah.
who are you?
Like, why'd you think you were so memorable?
Oh,
Say your name in your first text.
thank you.
Have you ever given a fake number?
No,
Mm.
no, because
It's dangerous.
and not just that, I couldn't even remember a fake number if I tried. And then, you know what I mean?
She's like 555.
And then I end up giving my actual number. I'm like, shit, my bad. No, I've never done that. Like you said, it's one of those things where people will call you or right there, it's just in front of you. I never want to get caught up with that.
Man, this takes me back to like, I used to really enjoy the thrill of attempting to get numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that was cool back then.
Yeah, it was like a fun thing. And but I look back sometimes on some of the approaches, some of the just cringe like approaches, like shit that you would never do nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Especially since I feel like people don't even really get numbers like that.
Wait,
that's a lie.
They still are trying. Somebody tried the other day, and I was like, really? This is what we're doing?
It didn't work.
Hell no.
Why didn't his work?
Because why are you asking me for my number? You don't even know my name.
Okay, interesting. So things have changed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like with the girl I lost my virginity to, right? I remember you weren't with me at this party, but
Yeah, I was about to say, I wasn't with you.
Yeah,
but
you
lost your virginity.
that night. I met her at a party in Torrance. I was like fresh out of high. No, I was still in high school when I met this girl. And let me tell you, here's the funniest shit, right? When I met her, you know, this was big timers time. So I was in a full like
Gator boots with the pimped out Gucci.
not that, but I was in
job.
I was in a fake Burberry bucket.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a fake Burberry jacket.
Okay.
And this shit looked real as fuck though. So I'm at this party. I see this girl dancing in her chair, and now I'm like working up my nerve, right? Because I don't know if girls know this, but before a dude will approach you, he'll go over that shit like numerous times.
Do
in his
they?
head.
Because the ones that just randomly approach me seem like they had no game plan.
Well, yeah, probably a little both. Then. Yeah. You're right. So, because you got to take the chance when it's there sometimes too. So, but I'm like watching this girl for a minute, dancing in her chair and shit. So I worked up this whole thing. Okay, so she was Creole, right? So she wasn't Asian, which is important for the story. And
Random context, okay.
It's never random context.
Got it.
So I walk up to her and I'm like, "Hey, what's up? I see you dancing." And I was very, is
that the tone you use?
Yes.
Your voice just got real deep.
That is the tone. I was very Birdman, hand rub, lick lips, just like, hey, how you, what's up? And I'm like, I see you here dancing in your chair by yourself. Like you come with anybody? And she's like, oh no, I'm just here with my friends. I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm like, and then this was the follow-up to that. Like, all right, so I don't know if you ever dated Asian dudes, but it was that.
Wow.
Yeah. And she was like, no. She's like, I'm down. I'm open. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I'm saying, just.
Well, I'm Asian.
Well, imagine, what if she said no?
Then
Racist.
Do you walk away?
No, then
it's racist.
Well, no, then it's then my thing was always like, you should give it a try, or like, oh no, I would get hype. I'd be like, oh, you should let me be your first one, or some shit like that. What I used to love to do is be like, after I was already in a conversation with a girl, I'd be like, so you've never messed with an Asian dude? You've never like kissed an Asian dude? And they'd be like, no. I'm like, kiss me right now. Like we should just kiss just so you say you kissed an Asian dude before, and that has worked.
Kiss me right now. It has a win percentage. It has a win percentage
Because it's so bold that you're like, oh, I've never had anybody.
Yeah.
Normally they just do it without me asking.
Yeah. No, I know. I would always ask for the most part.
Wait, Nikki, are you okay?
There's been some I told
People
you.
just be kissing you?
Yes.
Bruh, what?
Don't. People are really
Especially
weird.
nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Any days.
Well, because there are girls that would argue like, oh, it's something about the spontaneity and the passion of it and blah blah blah.
It'd be like this. Don't do that.
You know what you got to do? Do the shit they do in movies, which I've also done, but if you do it wrong, it's hilarious, where you repeat back what they just said. Like, they'd be like, yeah, my uncle just, he's in the hospital. Oh, your uncle's in the hospital?
Oh, God. The worst example. He's dying.
Oh, word, they gotta unplug the thing. Oh, they pulling a plug. But that shit works too, because I feel like it's a thing that, even though it's very cliche, it's a clue that, hey, I'm about to kiss you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just going for it.
Oh, man.
But hey, kiss me right now.
I can see that working.
And especially since it's so goofy, like, oh, you never kissed an Asian dude before? All right, give me a kiss right now. And oh, okay.
Yeah. Just telling people to do something very matter of factly, it fucking works.
Right.
I did this video a long time ago about a girl who couldn't dress, right? And it was a montage of her trying different outfits on. And one of it was a hand bra. This was back when you just had to have sex on the screen, right?
Yeah.
So she's completely topless. She's holding her boobs, right? But I was a gentleman. I didn't look, never said anything. But after the take, I was like, all right, put your hands up.
Stop it.
She went, wait. I was like, you was about to do that shit? She was like, you made it sound so normal. I was like, that's hilarious.
Well, you know what? I think the thing
You failed at Simon Says.
The thing about it too is, I think a lot of people are down for stuff. They need to gauge the vibe.
Yeah.
Because there's been times in the past where it's like you might be out and that's the vibe, and you say something like, man, let me see them titties. And the titties will come out.
And they, oh my God.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Sweet. That worked. Yeah.
Sometimes, what's the phrase?
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Closed
Gotta
mouths
ask.
don't get fed.
You're right, because most of the time, if you're confident about what you're asking, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Sure, fuck it.
Yeah.
But if you try that and you get a no, you have to just stop right there.
Yes.
You lose your whole confidence.
Right.
Cool. If you come on, please.
Oh, no.
God.
Never. If anybody's ever, come on. Ew. That's
Yeah.
instant. Ew. And then you become a weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask, but you gotta lose gracefully.
Then it's just uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
It's
And then she's gonna go tell everybody
Ah.
what did.
Definitely.
yeah, because they be doing that.
Then you're that guy that's out
Oh, they
there.
tell even if they do it.
Yeah.
Just know that.
Oh yeah,
Like,
remember that?
You could tell a girl take her titties out, and she'll take her titties out, and it'll be fun. And then later she'll be telling me, and he tried to tell me to take my titties out. And I was like, ew. Like, that's not what happened.
That
All right.
definitely- yeah, that happens as
But
well.
girls do that.
Uh-huh. And ladies, don't be thinking that the guys aren't running around telling each other too. Everybody's talking.
Oh, no, we don't say nothing.
We all, they're all talking.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, Rick still thinks I'm a virgin.
Yeah, I don't know what you talking about, nigga. We do not kiss and tell.
One thing that I was doing that I was so surprised that it worked the first time I went to Vegas, so we kept doing it, is if you walk around Vegas with some beads, you will see lots of titties, because it might not be Mardi Gras, which I think is going on right now. Shout out to Mardi Gras, shout out to New Orleans. And people getting a throat slit out there for trying to get their meat wet.
Oh, God.
We told that story.
Yeah.
Nikki forgot, but we told the story.
But still, just shout out to
Shout out to Duke.
God.
Yeah, so we went to Vegas, and you can get beads at just like Walgreens.
Yeah.
And I was walking around Vegas. I was at the pool, and this girl literally was like, Can I have some beads? And I was like, you gonna take your titties out? She's like, okay. We went to a little corner. She showed me her titties. I gave her some beads, and I was like, never coming back to Vegas without beads ever again.
We went a really long time of going to Vegas and making sure we had beads.
Wow.
Yeah. Came in handy.
Yeah.
I can see that working.
Have you ever been to Mardi Gras, Nikki Blades?
I have not. I would love to go.
Have you ever earned beads?
No, I haven't. I see people.
Fuck it,
I've
next
thrown-
episode we full.
But I've given people beads.
Yeah.
Yeah, girls really do it. And if it's coming from a girl, oh my
yeah.
God. There is something about being a pretty girl that makes other pretty girls want to do things.
Now, I don't know you to be a titty flashing girl.
Nah.
But if you were in Mardi Gras, in that environment,
Too many phones.
Now, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really different. There's something like kind of fun about
Right.
look. And
Yeah.
you're just like being wild and not
Yeah.
caring. But now you gotta care because there's cameras.
That
Yeah,
makes sense.
people
And
don't know how to keep shit to themselves.
Yeah.
Enjoy the experience.
Yes.
Quit trying to share it, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's facts. Like,
That's probably what stops a lot of people from doing things
Yeah.
nowadays.
times have changed.
Yeah, because everything you do, the first thing somebody grabs is their phone and pulls it out. You're
Yeah.
just like, look, I'm just trying to have fun. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just trying to wild out a little bit and forget about this moment.
Yeah. what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas was a real thing
It
at
was
one
a
point.
thing. Yeah, it was.
Y'all don't realize
Yeah.
that because you make sure we see everything that happens in fucking Vegas. now.
Yeah.
And now it's fucked up for everybody.
Or
Yeah.
even just going out in general. I was you used to have the club photos were the only photos that you would get, and then you would have to make friends with the photographer to be like, I'm about to get real drunk tonight, so I'm gonna need you to look the other way because I'm about to be having fun.
It used to be the most annoying shit where after I would do a college show, I couldn't even enjoy myself at the after party because
The second you dance a smidget with a girl,
Yes.
it just lights up.
Yeah.
Everybody's fucking flash on,
and this was
screaming and shit.
this was before social media.
Yeah.
Like that. This was just motherfuckers just being annoying. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I remember specifically one time, I forget, it was probably like in Minneapolis. Even like, oh, bro, you wouldn't even have to dance. They see you chopping it up. They see me with the Birdman hand rub.
Oh, they already know.
And they already like watching, taking their phones out because they trying to see what I'm about to do. I'm like, come on, man.
Big shout out to my friend Jade and Kume. So when we would go out to the clubs, they were always the ones that were like the sober, like more sober and very aware of the cameras.
Breaking phones and shit.
They were, Jade would let me know because I would grab the bottle. That's when we were drinking out the bottle, like Magnum bottle, like just having so much fun. But as soon as she would see somebody with a phone, she'd be like, camera. And I'd be like, oh shit. And I'd put down the bottle because, you know, that looks really messed up at times. And then they would make sure like, oh, Nikki's in a Nikki mood. Oh, we're in the booths. Everybody's having fun. She would literally watch to see who's, doing what. And she would be the friend that doesn't let you get seen being messy. Like, go be messy. That's fine. But I'm going to block you.
Yeah.
So nobody's like watching you or taking pictures because people are grimy like that.
Yeah.
They wait to see you like super fucked up and they're like, haha.
Yeah. It's so annoying. Like, that's why these bigger celebrities go to clubs and then have signs that you have to give your phone up or some shit like that just to be in it so he can kiss some dirty white girl. Hey, what the hell?
What I wanted to do.
Yeah, we had a homegirl one time that was at somebody's house party and the rule was like no recording, blah, blah, blah. And then she was posting that. She was like, this fool gonna kick me out of this party because I'm like, dude, that was the fucking rules.
Yeah.
And he don't know you.
It's so tacky.
This is his house.
And people that get upset about that is like, it's the posting a video after being told not to post a video and people being like, I can't believe that they try to tell you that you can't have your phone. You shouldn't because we're just here to have fun and you're over here just trying to clout chase. That is what I think clout chasing is really. Not like, oh, I took a picture with somebody. The clout chasing is trying to turn a situation that you're wrong in to get the benefit out of it. Hate that.
And don't get me wrong, I get it. Like, we've been to some of those parties.
Right.
And we definitely seen people acting like normal people, but they're somebody.
Right.
So it seemed just a little different. So I'm like, this motherfucker talking about this is motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then later I'm like, that was a very normal thing. It was just because it was him that it felt away. So yeah, leave your fucking phone away because if you don't, you're gonna record that shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna put it out, and then everybody else is gonna act like it's some weird behavior when it's just normal shit.
They just want to live their life and do a little cocaine.
Yeah.
Just let them do it.
Out of a butthole.
Out of a butthole.
This is just Saturday.
Yeah.
It happens.
Just look the other way if
You
you don't like it.
You low key, you know what? It's been a long time since I've been to the club, but I low key, all this talking about it kind of has me missing the club a little bit.
Yeah. I do. Well, back to the hosting thing, I was thinking about it. I was like, it's just because the bags are different than they used to be.
That's facts. That's facts as well.
If the bag makes sense, I would love to get back into hosting club events. But for my birthday, I don't want that to be the only thing I do.
And so you don't need that responsibility of it too. Yeah.
There's nothing worse than planning your own birthday shit and people asking you questions that you know are stupid. Don't ask me what the fuck I'm wearing on my birthday. Don't ask me. Just know it's gonna look nice. And if you want to look nice, just know you're going to somebody's birthday. Girls, stop asking all the damn time what your friend is wearing. Be confident and just wear whatever you want.
Yeah.
And if y'all want to send Nikki Blades presents for her birthdays, where would they send those presents?
I'm gonna $ Nikki Blades on Cash App.
If y'all want to cash out Nikki Blades something for her birthday on March 10th,
Yeah.
go ahead and do that. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, shit. Thanks for watching another episode of the No Chaser podcast. Make sure you guys are being safe out there on your birthday.
Got any goodie stuff on? What you got? No.
Oh yeah, thank you, Nikki Blades.
These are shout-outs.
These are gonna be probably sold out by the time this shit
Yeah.
airs, but
Super dope.
we dropped these goodie shorts.
Goodie shorts. Yes.
and
You guys always have something going on.
yeah, you
Goodie
know what?
Brand.
You should just be following Goodie
Yes.
Brand and on socials because you'll get the exclusive. Sign up for the newsletter, you'll get the exclusives. When is this gonna drop? On the
Before your birthday.
24th. This will drop before the 24th. No, it's not.
No?
No, it's not. But yeah, okay. Well, follow Goodie Brand and Nikki Blades.
My sneakers, Superb Sportswear, right here. Go to
Wow.
superbsportswear.com, or you can go to my Instagram. I'm gonna come up with a no chaser code so we can get some discounts, but you can use Blades for now, and then you can get a discount. So yeah, got my own sneaker.
Bang, bang. Be safe. Thank you for watching No Chaser Podcast. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shuck.
I'm Nikki Blades.
Bye.